Hello everyone, I am the 100 evaluation models of RN Challenge. EC is in its 8th installment today. So today I want to introduce you to an old product. But most players in the circle should have heard of it and even bought him. It is the pointing Euro noise that was once popular in the Elise circle. The noise was made by the well-known brand Sungra Old Blacksmith in February 2018. Launched a fidget spinner counting. It has been 5 years since it was released. It's different from the usual 2-page, 3-page top. It should be called a spherical spinning top, which is more appropriate, because it does not have more prominent blades. But strictly speaking, it should be a 4-bladed top. Because the whole is still composed of 4 halves, its lock is very thick. It is a split structure and the 2 sides are the same. A middle column is used in the middle to connect. This opponent is also very textured, and it is also very good to play alone. The middle is used with 6,703 bearings. After removing the opponent, it becomes a ring. The top can be placed on the index finger or rotated up with the middle finger. We can use this little hammer to open the bearing lock. Take out the bearing 6,703 bearing inside, which is also jokingly called the broken 3-door bearing, because it is slightly louder than other bearings. So some people think that the reason why it is called noise is because the sound of turning is louder. So let's listen to what it sounds. So do you think his voice is loud? In fact, the name noise is not entirely because of the loud sound of rotation. It's because his design concept is more advanced. Then here we have to tell some stories about the Oldly General. It is said that fidget spinners first became popular in 2017. At that time, the most popular thing was this 3-blade interchange. What about the spinning top material? Generally, it is plastic or fresh alloy, and the price is relatively cheap. At that time, most manufacturers were replicating this simple shape. Few innovate, but this old man wants to break the status quo. Make something different for the spinning top circle. They insist on originality. A lot of new designs have been made, but there was no response. Until later, the old blacksmith met the man who was destined to be the designer Nico. At that time, Nico was still a bank clerk designer. It's just his hobby. By chance, he saw the old blacksmith's products and felt that they were very in line with his aesthetics. The two of them decided to make a product as soon as they got together. So there is noise. This top is named Noise. Just because I want to tell everyone about this circle. A spinning top is not just a cheap toy, but also a delicate work of art on the tabletop. Of course, the ideal is beautiful, but the reality is always cruel noise. At the time of its initial release, sales were not very good. Only 17 were sold. You may think that the top should be a cheap toy. So why should I spend a few $100s on a toy? But oh well. The product speaks. In the following years, Noise this Euro has accumulated a lot of praise. Sales are also getting higher and higher. Then, with the change of public perception, more and more people will be willing to try something with a greater sense of quality. The products of the old blacksmith of Causeway gradually opened up sales. Now the products of the old blacksmith are a representative of quality. Whenever they release a new product, it will be sold out. They developed a new mechanism for this called elastic limiting. What is a flexible limit? That is, if the spot is shorted within 5 minutes. We'll open another half-hour pre-sale. We will do as many orders as we want, and we will no longer produce them in the future. And even the mechanism of this elastic line volume has been introduced. The old blacksmith's products are still very valuable. It shows that their products are indeed worth collecting. Of course, I myself am also a loyal fan of Lao Lijiang. I bought a lot of things from them. I also have a collection of most of the materials of Noise 1 Nano at home. Because I think they are more than just a toy. It is also a very beautiful ornament. Not only is it very eye-catching, occasionally you can pick it up and play with it. It is indeed worth collecting. But even the best products are... There will definitely be shortcomings, so I'll talk about it next. Noise. What is imperfect about this top? First of all, it's too heavy, so the one in my hand is the Noise of stainless steel. It weighs 142 grams. There is almost no deformation. Put it in your trouser pocket. There will be people who pull down these pants. I feel like I still feel the pain of beating. So his gameplay is mainly on the table. Play with it once in a while. There is no way to play more about the gameplay of the ring because it is really too heavy. Secondly, the gap in the middle of the lock is relatively small. There are some gaps in the middle which is easier to hide and dirt. After a long time, some inexplicable things will appear. It needs to be cleaned frequently, and in the end, it is the price. The price of the steel model is 499 yuan, even if it is positioned as high-end. His price is also slightly higher. But that was not his problem. It's my problem. Okay, let's summarize. This noise is a spinning top from 5 years ago. Even today, I think it's a very amazing design. If I were to rate his design, I would give it a perfect score of 5. It's worth a 5-point, right? So what do you think in front of the screen? Well, that's all for this video. If you like this video, please be sure to support me 3 times in a row. If you have anything you'd like me to review or for my channel. If you have any good suggestions, you are also welcome to tell me in the comments. We'll see you next time.